along with another non-nicotine quit aid like Zubin. Now, I did try Welbrin. I think it's called Weltrin. One time before they had me on that medication, and it just made me feel like a zombie and just made me feel like I was going to be sick all day, so I quit taking it. Okay, if you're ready to quit smoking and want to use your patch or another NRT, discuss the various options with your doctor. I wish they'd get on to her story. See, I hate when I read an article and you got to read through all this stuff before you get where you need to be. Let me shoot on now. NRT's already picked. She already said that. Okay, the patch when used offers gradual decrease in nicotine. Wow. Decrease in nicotine while new ex-smokers work on the psychological aspects of quitting. Those who understand the role that the patch plays in the quitting process. Come on, I'm trying to get to Michelle's experience. Okay. I smoked 2 packs a day for 15 years. Oh, I can't imagine smoking 2 packs. But this is her story now. Finally, I get down to it. But I can't imagine smoking 2 packs because 1 pack feels too heavy on my chest. I smoked 2 packs a day for 15 years. I quit smoking using the nicotine patch as directed on January 13, 2002. It was my first attempt at quitting, so I cannot compare the method I used to other methods. I do not know how much of a role the patch played in my success so far, but these things I do know. The patch did not put more nicotine into my body than smoking did. I did not become addicted to the patch. I was not in denial. See, that's me. I'm not in denial. I know I got an issue. I got a problem. And I think that's the biggest step is admitting that you have a problem. I have a problem with cigarettes. I used to like them and love them, but now I don't like them, but I can't put them down. Well, so far I haven't been able to put them down. I'm not going to keep saying can't. Okay. Let me see. Where did I start? I was not in denial. I did not have horrible nicotine withdrawals symptoms. The physical adjustment when stepping down from one level to the next was minimal and short-lived. I used the patch and I have not had a cigarette in over 15 years. Whoa, she got a good story. Those are my facts. Would I have been as successful without the patch? I don't know. Maybe, but I would have been much more uncomfortable during the first week, and that's a crucial time in the quit process. I know that once I made up my mind to quit, I wanted to make sure that I gave myself the very best chance of succeeding, and for me, that meant using the patch. NRTs are not for everyone, and I think those who decide to use the patch or any other NRT as a replacement for smoking rather than as a tool for I can't pronounce that word, will be disappointed. You know, I wonder, like, now this may be stupid, but you know, they say the placebos, like they give you a placebo pill and you think it's the real thing and you start acting like it's the real thing. I wonder if some of those stickers, like you could stick a Band-Aid or something on you and say this is a patch and train your mind to believe that that is the nicotine patch throughout the day, if that would help. I mean, for real, I mean, I tried something like that before and it really helped. In your mind, you're thinking that you got on this nicotine patch, but it's really just a Band-Aid, but it's a wide Band-Aid, and it's cheaper than spending, you know, a lot of money. You're not getting the nicotine, but you're feeling, in your head, you got that feeling that you do have it, so, you got that feeling that you do have something flowing through you, so you're not gonna get all hysterical. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay. It is definitely a commitment. I'm not even going to read that. I'm not going to read any negative stories on quitting smoking because it's not finna to taint my head up. Nope. I believe it can be done. The nicotine patch. So I wonder, I may just try that, y'all, before I invest in buying the patches. That may be something that I might do, is just try and go buy like something and put some menthol on it and stick it on my arm and see if that works. I mean, really, because I did that with food when I was cutting away from sugars and stuff. I would just, use alternatives for sugar. And to this day, I still do not be on the sugar like that. Just pouring pure white sugar on my food and stuff. It's been probably 15 or 16 years since I brought a bag of sugar here in my house. So it worked with that. So it is psychological. It's very psychological. It's mostly your mind. It's everything we do. It starts with your heart and mind. So it's mostly your mind that you're trying to overcome. And by me going through the anxiety and depression, that's just another thing of trying to overcome. And it makes it harder because I am going through the anxiety mode and the depression mode, and I am fighting off, fears right now. I think it will honestly work. I mean, ain't no harm in trying. Ain't no harm in trying at all. So y'all wish me well. Don't count on my downfall. Don't say, nah, she ain't gonna do it. Because I am gonna find something that works. And I will be called a non-smoker. I will be a non-smoker. Cold turkey is something too about going cold turkey. I have did cold turkey quits when I would be fasting. Sometimes I pray and fast and I would go cold turkey off for 3 days. But then when it get down to that last day, you be waiting. And then you dive back in and you smoke that much more. So if nobody else is happy for me, I'm happy for me. And this is something that I'm doing for me. I'm finally not thinking about a man, not thinking about my children, not thinking about the church folk. And sometimes we can be so consumed with what everybody thinks that we actually do not do what's best for us. So I'm not thinking about all that. I'm not trying to impress nobody either. You love me or you leave me. You like me or you hate me. One or the other. I'm just trying to be me. I'm trying to be a healthy plus size woman. I love the plus size weight, but at the same time, I know that I got issues coming up now. So I'm just trying to be as healthy as I can be, to be here a long time with my babies, with my future husband, with my children, my family. So what anybody else thinks does not even matter to me right now. It doesn't matter to me how I'm labeled. I'm still going to do my gospel work. I'm not going to give up on God because I smoke cigarettes. I'm not going to give up on him. That's who I need to run to. That's whose arms I want to be in. Safe in his arms. He's the one that has brought me this far. So I'm not giving up on anything except for these cigarettes and negative thoughts that keep trying to jump around. This anxiety and depression, that's the only thing that I'm giving up. Everything else is going to be life. So, was I worried about how church folk would respond to me putting up a post like that? Well, at first I used to be worried about it, but after talking with my therapist, and she was like, just be yourself. He was like, no, he was, not she. Just be yourself. It's better to be open and honest than to be walking around here holding in so much on your chest. And smoking is not the worst thing out here, and yet it's not the best thing out here. But it's where I'm at right now. It's where I'm at. How can God meet me where I'm at if I'm not even willing to tell the truth about it? I want to be healed. And that's why I speak up, and I just, do I have to share with people? No, I don't have to share with people. But I found that for me, when I share with others, whether others know it or not, it gives me courage to continue on. You know, it's like they said, when you quit smoking drugs, you come back to get somebody else. You come back to share your story and help somebody else get through. And that's how I feel that it is for me. This is my chance to give back in that kind of a way, to say, hey, this is what happened to me. This is how I quit. You know, that's my testimony. And I can't give up on my testimony. That's mine. I won't give up on my testimony. I sure won't. I'm going to continue to fight for Jamie if nobody else does. I got to. This is the body God gave me. This is my family that I want to be around for years to come. My parents, they have a history of smoking. Woo, that water good. Y'all know it's finally good to be able to get some water down and hold it. But my parents have a history of smoking. My mother and father, my mother still smokes a lot. And she's up in her 60s, like 65, 66. And my dad, he died prematurely of a massive heart attack. And he was a heavy smoker too. He was a heavy smoker. He died when he was like 50 years old. So, and that ain't been that long ago. I should live past 50. That's not my goal, to just make 50 and the next thing you know I'm out on kind of a heart attack. No. Whew, that water is a blessing. Yes. I come through to cut these lights off too, by the way. Because I'm going to get into bed. Because I don't want to be staying up all the time at night either. Trying to get my sleep habits back in. My goal originally was to start going to sleep at 12, but I haven't written out my plan quite yet on that. Oh, but let me tell y'all though, my mother's parents, they used to be smokers too. They were smokers. That's right. And they quit smoking when they was in their 30s. My dad said he smoked his last cigarette. Well, he's my granddaddy, but I call him daddy because he adopted me. But he said he quit smoking his last cigarette when he was 34 years old. Said he was riding the bus. It was either the bus or the train. I think it was a train. Said he was riding it somewhere. And he had took that cigarette out of that pack. And he looked around at a guy and said, hey, you want the rest of these cigarettes? He gave him away, and he said he didn't pick up another one since. And my mother followed behind him. So they did it as teamwork. They quit smoking. So see, it's possible. And my dad, he lived to be 88 years old. 88 years old. So 50 years later, after he quit, went from being a heavy smoker to quitting and living to be 80 some years old, the upper 80s. So that inspires me right there to give it all I got. It can't do nothing but give you life. That's all it can do, is give you life, give you your energy back, your thoughts back. People who smoke have short-term memory. You know, when the blood pressure goes up and then, you know, your eyes get damaged from the smoke. It's a lot of different things that go on with smoking. Go on with your body. It even messes up your fingers, your circulation. You know, so it's just a lot that goes on with it. But I can't believe I stayed on here 45 minutes talking about smoking. Okay, so I'm gonna get off now and just put on me some Sanford and Son and chill out the rest of the night. We'll go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. Who am I kidding? All right, y'all.